Hi, this is Trey at Clearly Homemade with our Friday Night Impromptu. We're doing a little early today. I do have something scheduled, supposed to have something scheduled at a normal start time, and I apologize. I'm a little out of breath because I didn't see the time. I mean, you know, I'm already set up, but whew, okay. So we got some more molds. These are actually molds that I made myself. One that I bought. The pink ones are ones that I buy, and then these are what I've made. And I'm going to use some scrap clay to clean this out, and then we're going to mold it. Now, I am part of quite a few crafting groups because, you know, I am. And everybody is starting on their Christmas stuff already. I know, it's not even August, and people are doing Christmas. And I know some folks... I'm trying to knead clay. That's actually what I'm doing off camera. You might be able to hear the machine. So doing the Christmas stuff, I have molds. They're actually candy molds, which means they can handle the heat. So I was thinking about doing, hi Paul. I was thinking, this thing is loud, my phone. I'm sorry. I'm really not even prepared. This is terrible. Okay, I'll be prepared shortly. Okay. Oh, I'm reading a book. I read all the time. I read at least a book a day. Sometimes I'll do 2. Sometimes I only do half, depending on how long the book is. I'm a voracious reader. And I apparently don't know where the Facebook icon is on my phone. Okay. Why am I bringing up Christmas? Well, some of the molds that I have are, you know, for candy and stuff like that. And they're gingerbread men. And I think they will be adorable to do. However, that's actually why I was late. It's because I don't know where they are and I was trying to look for them. But I will be doing that. I'm going to definitely try to do that on Friday. Which reminds me, I got to find my child's bigger shoes. I know, I got a lot of things. Okay. So the 2 molds that I have right here. Ones that I made myself. This is actually the TARDIS. And this is a D20. D20 means dice 20. It's a polyhedral dice with 20 sides. It's pretty cool. And you use them to play role-playing games such as Dungeons & Dragons and Vampire the Masquerade. And if you ever want to see how life is going to treat you, just, you know, roll a D20 and see what the outcome is. Kind of like a magic 8-ball. I'm just saying, it's just a possibility. Okay, so... Got to get this. This is all resin because you know how well I clean up my stuff. This actually came out a lot better than I thought it was going to. Okay. So make sure I'm going to shove it back in here the other side. Clay, raw clay is really good at cleaning up stuff. So like raw clay or, you know, slime. If you need to clean anything out, now obviously it's a silicone. You don't want to do that. But if you want to clean out your keyboard, make some homemade slime with like some stuff like baking soda, lens cleaner, I believe, and like something else. And you can actually clean the keyboard out. But with silicone, you want to keep the clay off. I can actually do it upside out, inside out, which is pretty awesome. Oh, and I'm very excited. Custom order coming up. I'm going to require a lot of work. And I like some big projects. I'm sorry. I'm burping all over the place. I'm trying not to. I'm just excited. Okay, around a little bit. Okay, it's resin. The resin I did was gray because I like that pewter look. Gray, light gray resin. You don't really want the resin on the clay because it can't go in the oven. But we are good. So this is crap clay. Get this. Actually, it's the first time I've been in here in a while. I'm doing white this time because the TARDIS is blue. And I'm going to see how it's going to look. So let's try this out. I've actually never done this with clay before. So, you know me, I like to try new things. I'm a big fan of Doctor Who. That's what the TARDIS is from. Do not ask me what TARDIS stands for because I do not know. Time in relative dimension and space. Or teleporter of time in relative dimension and space or something similar. Okay. Clay washed in. I'm going to roll it out. I'm going to do this because it's supposed to be on a hook. So we're going to see what's going on. There we go. Okay. I love Doctor Who. For my husband's 40th birthday, I did. Oh yeah, well that's pretty awesome. I've been watching the show for a long time. Paul says I'm correct. Ready? Look at that. One little TARDIS, which isn't bad. You can't see anything because it's white. So what we would have to do, let's smush it down a little bit, make sure it's even and not mushed. And I think this is the Umo. No, the Umo stuff that I did was purple. This gives you an idea. I know when I did this in resin, resin doesn't need to get squished as much as clay does. So it actually held the form pretty well. It was actually really nice looking too. The one and only time that I did it. Remember, I'm trying to not do too much on the copyright, and Doctor Who definitely is a copyright. Okay, I'm gonna smush that down. Yeah, look at that. Neat, one little TARDIS. I'm glad this works. So actually we're gonna keep this here so I know what it looks like, even though I already knew anyway. So now let's take a look how the D20 is gonna come out. And I have stuff everywhere, and now I'm sweating. Now I've been in my room for like 5 minutes. It's hot. It's hot. And I have to pick up mugs. Don't forget, tomorrow night we are doing Mermaid in a Cup. I'm very excited about Mermaid in a Cup. Okay, the last one that I did with this one, I had clear resin with reindeer moths. This isn't going to work. This is too thin. So, okay. But we have a baby. Now, why is this exciting? I'll tell you why I got to get that clay. I have seen people do the baby. I think they do it out of resin. When they do it, they dress these babies up. I'm not kidding you. They dress them up with, like, Easter bunny hat or ears and all this other stuff. So I think it'd be cute. Just get a baby. Here's a lot of clay, though. I don't know if I have enough. Some people do it for the the manger scene for Christmas. It's another Christmas thing. That is your belief system. This would be part of it. And I know they use beige colored clay. So I did Alice in Wonderland. She came out and she darkened a lot. The beige clay. The next time that I do that, to keep the beige color, I am going to have to smush her in some cornstarch. Not smush her, obviously, because you want to keep it. But definitely want to put some cornstarch, because that's going to help any kind of darkening. So if I was going to do something in white without like cornstarch on it, it'll turn like a browner color. The skeleton reindeer I did based off Nightmare Before Christmas, that glass, came out a darker color because of that very reason. I mean, it looked great because it looked like bone, and the clay ended up cracking a bit, which kind of sucked. But it actually worked out because it actually looked like cracked bone, which is really, really neat. And I really do want to make another one and have like a set, I love Christmas. I do. I don't like to mention that often. It is a very over-commercialized holiday. We don't celebrate Christmas itself. We celebrate present day. That's what our belief system is. And the idea you get presents from some fat dude in the chimney. You know what I mean? Which is fine. I mean, it's Odin. If we're going to be anything, we're going to be Odinists. That is somebody who believes in Odin for Vikings. Yeah. Okay, ready? Smush it down like this. And we're going to take it like that. Go like, whoops, we're not going to do it backwards. There we go. Now remember, make sure not grabbing too much. Oh, shoot, see, some of the silicone's coming out. What time is it? Okay, I got 20 minutes. Hubs is making me dinner. And that is really loud. He put the TV on. He's turning it down. Okay, ready? Ready for the baby to pop out? Ha! I know someone who just had a baby, so it's even funnier. And it looks just like a 3D ultrasound. There we go. Baby popped out. It actually came out not bad. Oh, baby. It looks like it's giving you the finger, which is terrible. It's just the mold. The mold's not the best. Look at that. A little butt, and feet, and hands. That's actually really cute. Let me turn off this light. Look at that baby. If I ever feel the need to have another child, let's make one of these instead. I don't want kids anymore, or any more kids. I want mine, but that's it. That is a baby. Oh, that's the cutest. Apparently some of the resin's popped out, so let's give the baby a shot in the butt. My child does not like shots. I don't know if anybody really does. Wow, this camera's terrible. My birthday is soon. My birthday is in 21 days. I'll be the ripe age of 39, even though I thought I'd been 39 for a whole year already. At least it's not 40. And I will be getting myself a camera to do these videos better. Okay, so what you can do with this, I'm getting all the, you can't really see anything. This is terrible. I would do this in the dark, but then you couldn't see anything at all. So what they'll do is they'll paint this. So they'll make the thing, and then they'll bake it just like this. And then get all the stuff out. So they'll bake it and then they'll paint it afterwards. And they'll airbrush it to make it look like, there's blush on the baby's face. Can you even see that? Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh, I remember my baby sleeping. Well, he sleeps like this sometimes anyway. Drives me nuts. Okay. Now what I would do with this is I'd probably turn it into Batman. I put a little mask on it so you can see the smushy face. Look at that. You can see right there. It really does look like the smushed face of a 3D ultrasound. If you have unfortunately seen one of those, they're horrifying looking, in my opinion. We didn't want to do that. We just had the, black and white 2D. And then I went ahead and I used MS Paint because I don't know how to Photoshop. And I made it look like he was holding Mjolnir, Thor's hammer, and wearing a bat mask. Let's see. Look at that. Okay, great. So that's what that one looks like. We also have butterflies. These are difficult. We did see a butterfly already. I think it came out terrible. I don't like the color scheme. So what I would do, I would probably make these as earrings. They're actually not a bad size. This is about 2.5 inches wide. So this could be like a necklace, Make these little ones. I was supposed to do these for my mom for something. I don't remember what. But we never went with the idea because the resin was too thin. It doesn't say very much about doing it with clay. The mermaid tails, I wanted to do as keychains, but I cannot. Look at that. See how thin that is? It's so tiny. But because of the thinness or the fragility of polymer clay, unless I was coating the mermaids in like resin, for instance, they would do poorly as look at that. Oops. That's what they're supposed to look like. Yeah, I don't like that. They'll do poorly as keychains because you'll be able to break them without even trying, which is a good time. Let's do a bigger one. Now, it's not very deep. I don't need a lot of clay. So I really don't know if I would even do anything with this mold. I do have one more I want to try. And I did do something out of resin with this one for myself, just to see what it looks like. But it did not come out as I wished to. Let's see. Let's go. Smush, smush, smush. With something like this, you're probably going to add a little bit more clay to it. We saw those bears. The bears came out terrible as well. I never smushed them, though. I should. But I have not done that yet. I'll try to make this a little bit bigger. I think whoever did the mold on unfortunately did a terrible job at it. But whatever. I'm smushing. I was playing with modeling clay with Bruce earlier today. And I was rolling out this giant snake. And I was talking to my mom. I'm like, Mom, when it comes to clay, all you really do is make snakes and balls. That's it. All right, get ready? 1, 2, 3, and whoop. That. You cannot see any detail, but we're going to go like this. You ready? We are going to... Oh, this works. Let's see, maybe a little bit better. What is going on with the light in here? Like, don't want it here. That is better. Okay, I'm going to put there. Now it actually looks like, oh, that makes sense. I need something to stand it up because this is at a huge slant. I think it's because this moved. Nope. It's just a terrible camera. I try to do what I can. Okay. Let me do a little bit black. I'm just going to color something this time. Oh, this is black paint on it. I gotta wash that. Okay. We don't want a lot of black. Just a little bit. Just to give it some kind of definition. Just tap it a little bit. Really want to get the insides black. And then color around it afterwards. Hey, Jessie. See, you're seeing a little bit more of that definition for that. And of course, we're going to need to clear up the spots back here. So this would be nice. I mean, you can do like a huge nut earrings. You know, they'd be pretty light though, which is good. It'll just be really wide. So if that's your thing, I'm always happy to work with people. Oh, apparently my brush had something else on it because we're looking at a little bit of oh, it has that opal on it. What's that? Let's see. Oops, dropping stuff. Oh well, I don't know what it is, but it's gone now. So we want to do a little bit of orange, which, as we know, I don't really have. Some orange. That is brown. Super bronze would be close to orange. So let's monarch this up a bit. I'm excited for tomorrow. I like making the mermaid tails. I really do. I think they come out really pretty. And I've already tried to put one on a mug. And I like the way that I can curve it around. Oops. And everything. Can't really see that there's gold on or bronze. A little bit, but she looks really pretty like this. No, that's a lot. That's fine. Okay. You know what? This actually looks like one of those things that people do with kids' shoes. They bronze them. Considering this is bronze, that's actually appropriate. Cool. So what we can do is we can take our Q-tips. And I don't have my other stuff, so we're going to see if this works with hand sanitizer. Okay, ready? Get rid of the bronze one here. Oh, thanks. The mermaid tails that I made photographed incredibly. Like, I couldn't believe how nice they came out. Really, really couldn't. I was incredibly impressed. And I know I'm going to be doing this wrong, but whatever. We're going to make this a little different. Look, we got that dark color that I wanted on the inside. You know, so that works. Okay, there we go. Oh, this is hand sanitizer, which has the alcohol in it. That's what I use between colors with my hands if I'm worried. My customer got her figurines today. She loved them very much, and I'm very excited for what her friends will say when they receive them as well. Okay. we're going to go a little crazy. And obviously we're not going to be doing a monarch because I don't want to. I've decided to change my mind, and I'm allowed to because this is just fluff stuff. Stuff that I do simply to see what it looks like. So we're going to add some, what color is this? This is red russet. It's very pinky red. Oh, thanks. I'm excited for whenever I get the new camera. I haven't decided what camera and webcam I'm getting. But I'm hoping that it will have the autofocus so I can go like this and then you actually see, you know, what I'm looking at and see the detail, and it's not going to be so washed out. I'm also going to be trying a new setup for the cam. Right now it's sitting on a tripod, and it's a very wide tripod, which means I can't really have it positioned directly above me, which I should have. Instead it's on an angle. It actually looks like it's straight up and down right now. I should have figured this out. I'm so dumb sometimes. That's fine. Okay, a little bit of red russet and a little bit of super bronze. I'm beginning to really like that pink and gold look. I'll try to take a picture later. I'll probably forget again because that's what I do. Put this in my hands. I have to wash my hands before I eat. I apparently do not use this color enough. I don't believe that at all. No, there it is. This is Duo Green Purple. I say I'm going to use this color pretty often, but I never do. This is like an aqua. And I like this with the bronze or copper because it kind of looks more like copper than bronze. If you see copper that has been oxidized, it has this color on it. And I really love how that looks. It gives it a nice antique kind of look to it, which is always really cool. You see, you can't really, I'm trying to see. No, this is not zoom. I think it looks really cool. I'm most definitely going to be trying to remember to take a picture. I wish I can do pictures as comments on the video because I would totally do that because I do have another camera. You know what? If I could take a picture, no, I still wouldn't zoom anyway. I actually have a real camera too. So we got some green, we got some pink, we got some super russet. I'm going to add a little bit more. Go like this right here. You know what's another good color to go with this? Purple. Why? I'll tell you why. I have brown eyes. They can favorably be called chocolate. I think they look like brown. We're talking not like that super, oh my goodness, you have awesome brown. No, brown. This is that. And brown and purple very well together. I prefer purple and green. Or no, brown and green, but it is what it is. Okay, this is the color. The other one comes out blue, which we saw with the Onyxium mug. I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out where's the color that I want. Let's try this one. This is the unnamed. Go with my finger. Tap it around. You don't want too much, just enough. Apparently exploded in the bag. Oh, yeah. Okay. This looks like an antique pin. So this right here, it's white in the back. I would probably paint it or something. It's very much like a fairy. Do I have a white thing to put this on? Do I? I don't. But you know what? We're not going to use this. So I'm going to get rid of this. Remember that Christmas ornament that I attempted to make? Yeah, it didn't work out well. It's not something I need. So we're going to move that. I'm going to definitely attempt that Christmas thing again. Okay. There we go. This is very, very fairy looking. Maybe if I go like this, will it zoom? No, I really won't. That's very pretty. I like that a lot. Probably make it fold a little bit. No, maybe not. No, let's stretch it out. Okay. There we go. And maybe put it right on the pin. Nice little brooch. That's nice. Okay. So we have the baby. We have the TARDIS. TARDIS looks pretty nice. So we're going to do the top. As you can see, the colors are mixing. You can't see anything. It's too white. There we go. Stretch it out a little bit. With this one right here, I would do like a dark blue for the TARDIS, and then I would make sure there's a hole here. Let me put right onto a keychain. You have the TARDIS with you anytime you want. I did make, I'm going to show you guys again. I really love these. These are all baked. These are rose earrings. I actually have plugs that fit now for my ears. My ears are gauged. I'm actually going to be making a pair, and I'm going to glue them onto the resin so I can actually have them, and I'll take pictures what I have for that. And that's pretty much it. So tomorrow, we saw a few more molds. We saw a baby, a TARDIS, a butterfly, and something else that didn't work. Oh, hold on. 4 minutes here. Ready? Take this. This is our scrap stuff, remember? These magic wands. Problem is they're very small. I'm not even sure why I bought this. Maybe I thought they were bigger. Maybe I don't understand how things work. Any of it could be possible. So it would have to be. It's probably I don't understand what size is and how things work. What I was going to do this with clay or with resin. And the idea would be you put it in. It's just so small. Yeah. I'd have to make a sheet. You think of clay, push it down, and then cut out the pieces individually, which would be a horrible pain in the butt. Horrible. You can use this to get rid of the extra clay in your fingers too, which is nice. Yeah, no, that's it. So join me tomorrow. We're gonna get mermaid tails on a mug. I might be doing like 1 or 2 on one side. We're going to color it. We're going to get it placed. Maybe add some water around it, depending on how I'm feeling at the moment. And then when it's all baked and stuff, I'm going to put on the back of it, it's going to say probably mermaid hair don't care or something similar. So definitely be a mermaid type mug. I could also put the mermaid's tail around the mug itself, or I can make seaweed and have that go around as well. I really liked how the Onyxia mug came out when I was able to add the stuff for the handle, and I thought that came really cool, to be honest with you. Okay, well, thank you very much for joining me tonight for my early Friday Night Impromptu, where I create and chat with you. This is Clearly Homemade, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to join me for the Clay on a Mug Saturday night event, The Mermaid's Tail. Until then, thank you and have a nice night. I look forward to creating with you.